Chandler Sky Foundation was started in 1994 when my grandson Chandler Sky was born, and he died 2 days later. He came to me that night in a dream, and he told me that I should take all the love that I had for him and give it to other children. This hasn't been something I dreamed about all my life, or, when I was a little girl said, I'm going to go make an orphanage. I came to Peru, and I saw so many children on the streets of Cusco at 2 o'clock in the morning, at 3 o'clock in the morning, sleeping in doorways, and they were cold and they were hungry. And I kept hearing Chandler's voice say, you need to go and take care of other children. You need to go and do that. It wasn't something that I thought I was going to do also because I raised 6 kids by myself as a single mom. So I never thought, I'm going to go and raise all my kids and then I'm going to go and adopt 25 more. I wanted to go do something that was going to actually mean something for the long term, like change a life, like change their lives. The first couple of years were very difficult here. Learning about the culture, learning about the people. We started out by getting the house. We got a contract at a house because we don't own it. We completely rebuilt it, and then we got our first 2 kids. We got 2 brothers, Roberto and Jorge. Roberto's now 15, and he came when he was 9 years old. 2 weeks later, we got Sergio, and he was a street kid. He came from Cusco, and he was highly abused. He'd been living on the streets, and he'd been beaten many, many times. Little by little, the children came. The first year, we had 10 children. We've never had a child arrive here with a single possession. Nothing. They come with nothing. They own nothing. They have nothing. Not one toy, not one thing that's theirs. Only the clothes on their backs. And that's it. Almost every one of our children has been either physically, emotionally, or sexually abused. We haven't really had many kids with emotional problems and stuff like that because we just use lots of love here. And love is the greatest healer of all. The most healing activity we have them involved in is music, number one. And it's just a very, very good thing for them to do because the type of music they play, they can't play it alone. They have to learn how to be in harmony with each other. Here at Casa de Milagros, also all the children know all of the herbs and all of the spices that you can send them to the garden to pick anything for lunch. They know the healing herbs that we grow. Almost every flower is a healing flower, has a healing property to it. 2 of our kids won the science fair this year because they made, for their science project, natural medicines. They made calendula cream with rosemary in it. They made cough medicine and other burn creams and things like that out of aloe. And so all of the kids, they know all of the different things that grow in the garden. Ooh, there was John. And so that's part of what they learn here is how to grow food organically and what properties each food has and each flower has. Every day, 2 or 3 children come into the kitchen. They all know how to cook. They all know how to prepare the vegetables. We do not eat a bite of food in this house without being thankful for it and without doing a prayer circle and saying thank you. And it's a spontaneous thing. We don't tell the children they have to say thank you, but they automatically are thankful. And they eat everything on their plates. They eat all their vegetables. They never complain about the food. There's never been a picky eater in the group, which is kind of a nice thing. It makes it more joyful to make the food when people really enjoy eating it. To keep Casa de Milagros running, we have our employees that we have to pay. We have toilet paper, toothpaste. We spend probably $1,000 a month just on dry goods. We use 200 rolls of toilet paper a month. There are things that we can't grow, and it runs into money. They go to a private school, which is very cheap. It's $10, $15 a month. I never have a child that says, I don't want to go to school today. because for them, this school is a privilege, and eating is a privilege. Everything that they do here for them is a privilege because they came from nothing. They came from being abused, maltreated, and malnourished. And they love their life here, and they are very grateful for everything that they have. The care of the children is really about love. And love isn't just a word here. It means action. It means attention. We show it in every action and everything we do with the children. And they get a lot of attention. And that, to me, time and attention is what love is about. It's not just saying I love you. It shows with the children, too, that they get the attention that they need. Even though there's 25 of them, each one is an individual. They function very, very differently from each other. And they're allowed to be who they are at the same time as getting the attention that they need to feel like they matter to somebody in the world.
Cuando todo lo que tenemos es lo que necesitamos, y el amor de Dios para siempre estará, para hacer su trabajo y vivir con la paz. Que la promesa del cielo esté contigo, que la promesa del cielo esté contigo. Cuando todo lo que tenemos es lo que necesitamos, y el amor de Dios para siempre estará, para hacer su trabajo y vivir con la paz. Que la promesa del cielo esté contigo, que la promesa del cielo esté contigo.